On the front right hand side of the D-Box seat, you'll have an input that looks similar to a large phone jack. This is known as an RG6 cable. Plug the RG6 cable into this jack. On the front left hand side of the D-Box seat, you'll see two sets of connectors. We have the audio inputs and we have a USB port. We'll start by connecting the white USB cable to the USB port. We'll connect the other side to the computer shortly. Once that's done, we'll connect the audio cables to their color-coded jacks. Don't worry if your layout is in a different order, just ensure that the orange cable is plugged into the jack with the orange sticker, green is plugged into green, and black is plugged into black. Make sure that the cables have been pushed all the way in. You'll feel them click into place. We now move to the computer. In the back of the computer, you'll see a horizontal strip of audio inputs. Just as before, the jacks are all color-coded, and you'll be plugging the orange wire into the orange jack, black into black, and green into green, once again ensuring the cables have clicked into place. On the top left-hand side of the computer, you'll see a vertical strip of USB ports. Go ahead and plug in the other side of the white USB cable from earlier. Then plug in the transparent USB cable. You can use any of the USB ports except for the blue ones. Below the audio inputs, you'll see a strip with several connectors. Attach the HDMI cable that was provided and connect the other end to your television or monitor. We now move on to the subwoofer. The subwoofer should be placed underneath the racing seat. Dangling from underneath the seat, you'll see several wires. While this may appear complex, rest assured it's very simple. As before, connect the audio cables to their respective jacks on the left side of the subwoofer. Green to green, black to black, and orange to orange. Hanging from the back of the racing seat are two black wires. The wire on the left side plugs into the white rear jack, and the wire on the right plugs into the red rear jack. Also dangling from underneath the seat are a white cable which plugs into the remaining white jack, a red cable which plugs into the remaining red jack, and a yellow cable which plugs into the final jack labeled center speaker. Immediately to the left is a port for the volume control switch. Plug it in. On the far right of the subwoofer is the port for the power cable. Plug that in. Underneath the seat, you'll see a white extension cord. Plug in the power cable for the subwoofer. And finally, plug in the power cable connected to the front of the D-Box seat.